All right, Shalom. First, I start by saying all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Shai, by Hashem Kakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles that we will, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. This is Ukrainians endure freezing homes as Russian attacks cut heat and power. Right, man. So I'm going to press play on this video and see what she had to say.
Olya has had no heat for 7 days. Inside her apartment, temperatures hover near freezing. She's explaining to us that she's putting this blanket on top of the radiator to help keep the pipes warm, because if the pipes freeze, then that creates even bigger problems. And we can see here that she has electricity, but the real problem that people are saying is they don't have heat. Heating is proving to be a bigger issue than electricity. When she does have electricity, her small electric heater barely makes a difference. Instead, she relies on an old solution: 2 hot water bottles under a blanket. If the heating doesn't come back soon, she's considering other options.
I don't know if I will really use emergency shelters. I'll try to stay in motion, maybe as a last resort. But best of all would be for them to fix everything so we have heat, electricity and water.
This is where Olya will come if the situation gets worse. It's an emergency shelter just a few meters from her apartment. You can see there are beds ready to be set up. There are charging stations for electronics, and even hot tea and coffee to warm up, as well as access to internet in the entire tent. Authorities say there are still thousands of buildings across the city without electricity.
At home, I slept fully dressed, so you understand. Several sweaters, a jacket. I slept in a hat, covered myself with a robe on top. As soon as you stick your hands out, everything freezes. So even in my sleep, I dreamed that the power had come back, but sadly, that was just a dream.
The city opened these shelters only days ago, and for now, most people stay in their homes.
In general, people don't really want to leave yet. They feel more comfortable at home. But everything's under control. There are 2 phone numbers people can call to reach our social managers. We're in constant contact.
Back in her apartment, Olya calls emergency services. No answer. When elevators are down, Olya climbs 15 floors on foot, up to 4 times a day, after once getting trapped shouting for help that never came. As temperatures fall and attacks continue, Ukrainians worry their calls for relief may go unheard. Audrey McAlpine, Al Jazeera, Kyiv.
Don't miss out. Get the phone. Subscribe.
Right, so look how hard you women got it, or gonna have it, in a war-torn country. And this is what is coming to the USA. Let me go ahead and grab the precepts. And then them over there in Kiev are, Edomites. Well, it's a mixed race, but I think they predominantly Edomites, because they akin to the Russians, so to speak. The Russians are Edomites, they just got the name Russian. The second verse 8 and 50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the later time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right, this world is evil. It was built off of evil principles, philosophies, etc. The Lord gave it over into the hands of the wicked, man. And that's why this world is being persecuted the way it's being persecuted. One, ultimately because because whom the world was made for are not in rulership. The Lord made the world for the Israelites, the blacks, so-called blacks, as Native Americans. But we sinned against the Lord, and the Lord kept taking us out of our rulerships when you study our history. But this is the end-all, be-all, because this was the Lord's theater. So this is the last go-round, and then we're going to rule forever when the Lord returns. And the heathen, the Ukrainians, they think they got it bad now. Wait till the kingdom of heaven is established. They going straight into slavery. Everybody that died in that war, y'all will not come back on this side living a healthy life like everything's back to normal. Y'all gonna wake up in captivity. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? The so-called white man, whom the Bible speaks of. That's who is the wicked according to the scriptures. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? The top judge is God, God, whose name is Yahweh. Jesus Christ, but his real name is Yahweh Shai. According to the Bible, it's not Jesus Christ. The angels, the prophets, were all put up as being white men. The Bible said they are men of color. The Russian president came out and said that they were men of color, and over there in Russia, in the museum, they have the Lord up, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, as being a man of color. So that's the identifier that the man that's in power, is the wicked one and a white man, because he changed the faces to match his racial superiority, to make it seem like he is the people. You know? Instead of not where and who is he? The second Ezra chapter 16. It's the spirit right on top, right on point. But I'm going to start at verse 33. Second Ezra 16 and 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. This is all women. In the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Right, you women are going to be left here to fend for yourselves when all hell break loose. You women in America, y'all gonna get it bad because y'all on YouTube, Twitter X, Facebook, Instagram. What do you call that? What do you call that? OnlyFans. Amongst other porno stations, half naked and selling your body, all the above. And these guys who y'all always call creep, and y'all claim that y'all always getting this attention and always get y'all nose turned up from goofy ass niggas, perverted ass niggas that give y'all all this attention. Them niggas gonna be hunting y'all. Hector, remember Hector in the Purge? Hector gonna be on y'all ass, and he gonna be able to rape and kill y'all in that day. Yup, he gonna be, or just rape and put y'all in some type of basement or some shit. Y'all seen those movies. Put you in some type of basement and have sex with you whenever he wants to. That's what's coming to this place. You see, they over there suffering and struggling, heat being cut off, you know. You never know what they might, some of them bitches who heat getting cut off ain't got money for no heater, so she might be going to the next door neighbor house to share his heater. or and lay up under his ass, you know. But these days that we coming in, they're gonna be bad. They're gonna be extremely bad for you women, you know, and you men act like women. The man gonna be able to go out there and get it how you live, so to speak. The man gonna be able to get out there and go to war and be killed on the streets if he's not over there in the war in the Middle East, you know. Not you women. It says, verse 35. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. See, if y'all would take heed, if y'all would only take heed, even over there in them war-torn countries. If you was a man of the Lord over there in them war-torn countries, the Lord would have made sure that he got you up out of that country before all that hell broke loose. That's why the scriptures say, be pilgrims, be ready to move. Be ready to move from one state to the next state, one city to the next city, one town to the next town. That's the spirit you're supposed to be in. Salakia. Second Ezra 16:40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils, and in these bad times, with all this hell breaking loose, and it's going to turn up times 1,000 in the near future, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Be ready to move. Be ready to pack up, and move. All that, damn, this my house has been in my family for X amount of generation. Fuck that shit. This my store. It's been in my family for X generation, or I just started this business. Fuck that shit. Fuck them bitches too. And them kids. Pick up and move. Because everybody not down with this truth. And when all hell, when shit really hit the fan and they start declaring the men of the Lord as terrorists and start trying to hunt us, act like we the reason why this shit happening, and things like that, guess who's gonna turn you in? Them motherfuckers. Them people that you was giving all your love and care unto, who really didn't care about you. That's why the Lord said it's a small sanctuary, and the Lord only wants us to deal with each other. He don't want us to deal with the world, because the world didn't love the Lord. They hated the Lord. He said if they hated me, they will hate you. You know. So yeah, man, get on point. Get ready for the battle, because it's getting hot. It's already hot. It's getting hotter. You know. And with that being said, shalom.